Hi there. You. Yes, you, the viewer. Are you aware of this thing called pollution? Really? Well, you see, pollution comes in many shapes and sizes. So, let me tell you about them.
Dude, who are you even talking to, man? There's like no one there.
Shut up, I'm not crazy. Have you heard of this thing called recycling? The word comes from Greek origin, kyklos, as in circle, just like our symbol right here. Now, I'm sure everyone has seen recycling before, but not everyone knows how to do it properly. You see, the majority of the US knows that recycling is good, so they all agree that it is good. But around 33% of everyone actually does recycle properly.
Ooh, but I know how to recycle.
Oh, yes, you do. I know you do. Oh, yes, you do. What makes things worse is that around 55% of individuals end up mixing up compost with recyclables. How does that happen? One is biodegradable, the other one is repurposed. It doesn't make sense. It's probably because of general laws or unrestricted regulations that make that happen. Or people just have unforeseen circumstances that force them to not be able to recycle. But one thing's for sure, I hate paper straws. It doesn't make sense why companies would replace plastic straws with paper straws when they're trying to reduce plastic waste. When the cups themselves take up more plastic, it doesn't make sense. What was I talking about again? Did you know, out in the ocean, in the Pacific, there's this giant mass that's collected over time due to oceanic currents called the Great Pacific Garbage Patch? Well, now you do. The Pacific Garbage Patch grows yearly by 14 trillion kilograms of rubbish, or 14 million tons of rubbish for you Californians watching. With that, it's grown to a strong size of 1.6 million square kilometers, or 620,000 square miles. Which is the size of this field times 24,344,521,126.8. That's at least twice the size of Texas, or 5 times the size of Italy. That's not the end of the story. Scientists say that around 2,000 meters underwater, or 6,500 feet underwater for you Californians, is all microplastics. Not only that, but who put that there? Smoking is bad for you, and cigarette butts is the most common form of ocean litter. You can find it almost everywhere. Floating in oceans, stuck in beach sand, on sidewalks, in streets, heck, even near schools. It's really bad. And did you know there are over 7,000 chemicals used in the process of just making one small cigarette? Stuff like cadmium, which is a metal for using batteries, and carbon monoxide, which comes out of cars. It comes out of cars. And that's not the end of the story. There are 69 nice confirmed chemicals that can cause cancer. What's even worse is the effects that it has on others around them. Secondhand smoking. In adults, it's lung cancer and stroke. But for kids, it's respiratory infection and asthma attacks. I mean, does this kid look okay to you? Yeah, I don't think so. Unlike a cadaver, cigarettes last for a very long time. Not only does it take away 10 years off your life, but it'll last around 10 years. But that's not the end of the story. Due to chemicals in cigarettes, they only break down to even further microplastics.
You know where I am?
Even humans are affected by their own wrongdoings, polluting the air. Air pollution has the most influence over humanity, having a yield of 6.7 don't even million premature deaths each year. That's not funny. Just imagine you have a kid who's happily playing outside, running all over the place with their friends, breathing in basically poison. And then one day, they fall ill to air pollution, left on a hospital bed, breathing with a respirator on. Would you want that? In all seriousness, this is our planet. We all grew up here, all born here, on this blue rock. And so it doesn't make sense why we choose to slowly poison the planet with our pollution. So what can we do? To start off, everyone needs to veer away from single-use plastics. You know, those flimsy bags that you see at grocery stores? Yeah, stop using them. They're already a hassle to work with. They tear, they fly away into the wind, and get in the worst places possible. Start using fabric bags, you know, the reusable kinds. Those are better for the economy and for the environment. The next thing you can do is start pushing for cleaner energy. So that'd be solar, supporting funds for hydro, and yes, nuclear. Despite its negative connotations, it is a very clean and safe form of generating energy. And probably the most relevant thing you can do is abstain from using cars so much. What I mean is you should start relying on other modes of transportation. So like bicycling or taking the bus. Sure, it seems hard, getting everyone to convert to cleaner options, but it's actually easier than you think. It's the small things that pile up. And it all starts with you. I'm RJ. I hate paper straws. This is me, signing off.